As soon as they left, I called the house. Ida answered the telephone.
But Monty is here, Mildred. He drove off about 20 minutes ago, just after the party broke up.
Then let me speak to Vida.
Well, Vita's gone, too. I think some of them went over to the Adams for a dip in the pool. If you want,
No, it's not too important. Thanks, Ida. There was a gun in the office safe. It had belonged to Bert. I hadn't wanted it around the house. I had a hunch where Monty would be, Inspector. The beach house. He was alone when I got there, and I killed him.
You're lying, Mrs. Berrigan. We know you weren't alone in the house with him. We have proof of that now and of a few other things.
Yes, sir.
You can bring her in, McNally. We've had a slant on you all night, Mrs. Berrigan. You were the key. I had to put the pressure on you. Well, the key turned.
Vida!
The sergeant will tell you where they found her.
We picked the girl up at the airport. Took her off a plane headed for Arizona. She didn't like it very much.
I don't understand. Mother,
Your mother just told me everything. Why did you kill him?
You told him? You promised not to tell you. You promised you'd help me get away.
Vida, don't say any more.
Doesn't matter now. That's all we needed to hear. Miss Pierce, you were already at the beach house with Berrigan when your mother arrived there, isn't that right?
Let her alone. I didn't know Vida was there. I expected Monty to be alone. There was a record on the phonograph. They didn't hear me come in.
Hello, Mildred. Well, we weren't expecting you.
I'm glad she's here, Monty. I've got something to tell you, Mother. I love Monty. He's going to divorce you and marry me.
No, Vida. He isn't.
Oh, there's nothing you can do about it.
I can do this much about it.
Mildred, use your head. Shooting me won't solve anything.
It would solve a lot of things. But I can't do it. I just can't do it.
Mildred, wait a minute.
Oh, let her go, Monty.
I put down the gun and walked out of the room. I could hear their voices as I went out toward the
Monty,
car.
don't joke like that.
Joke? You think I'm going to marry you? You're crazy.
But you love me. You told me you loved me.
After a few drinks, I'd say a lot of things.
Listen to me, Monty.
I didn't hear the rest. I was starting the car and the noise of the motor. But then I heard the shot. I rushed back into the house.
He said horrible things. He told me to get out. He laughed at me. The gun was there, and I didn't mean to. You've got to help me, Mother. I've got to get away before they find him.
I can't get you out of this, Vida.
What are you going to do? Who are you phoning?
Give me the police.
Oh, no, Mother, no. Think what'll happen if they find me. Think what'll happen.
I don't care anymore, Vida.
Yes, you do. You do care. It's your fault as much as mine.
Police headquarters, Sergeant Mildred.
Oh, you've got to help me.
Hello.
Help me, Mother. Just this once.
Hello, police headquarters.
I'll change. I promise I will. I'll
Hello.
be different.
Hello, this is police
Help me.
headquarters.
Help me.
So you tried to help her.
I drove aimlessly for 10 or 15 minutes. Then on the road, I passed by Wally's Cafe. Suddenly, I had a wild idea.
A wild idea to frame Wally Fay.
No, not that exactly. I knew you'd see through a frame-up, but it might take hours. And by that time, Vida would be on a plane, and I could tell you the truth.
Not this time, Mrs. Berrigan. This time, your daughter pays for her own mistake. Okay, McNally, take her downstairs.
Mother.
I'm sorry, Vida. I did the best I could.
Don't worry about me. I'm really not worth it.
Oh, see that Fay and Bert Pierce are released. Well, we could use some fresh air in here. Looks like a nice morning out there. You can go now. We'll call you when we want you. You know, Mrs. Berrigan, there are times when I regret being a policeman.
Well, they're booking the girl, Inspector. You told McNally to release the others?
Yeah. Hey, come here, Frank. Take a look out the window.
Pierce and Mrs. Berrigan. Together.
Yeah. Maybe that's where they belong. Together.
Now, here's Mr. Cummings with our stars. And we invite them forward for a curtain call. Claire Trevor and Zachary Scott.
Now, Irving, do you have an exciting story for next week?
We certainly do. It's a recent 20th Century Fox screen hit. The shocking drama of a pickpocket who discovers he's accidentally stolen some vital information wanted by both the government and the communists. It's Pickup on South Street, and we'll have 3 outstanding stars. Sparkling Terry Moore, that fine actor Stephen McNally, and superb Thelma Ritter in her unforgettable role.
Well, it certainly was a thriller. Good night.
Pete at Fort Ord, Chuck, and Don, good night.
Good night. It was a wonderful evening.